Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the four pillars of the human development. Basically, there are six pillars, but in your subject there are only four. First is equity, sustainability, productivity, and empowerment. Other two are cooperation and the security. First, we start with equity. Equity refers to the making equal access to opportunity available to everybody, irrespective of their gender, race, income, and the Indian caste. For example, if there are two groups, Group A and Group B, but if you want to see the school dropouts, so then we find that Group A has the so many school dropouts, and then we find the reason why there is so many dropouts in Group A. There are people who are very poor and they do not have option to make choices. They do not get a better education, so there can be option between option A and option B. So only the rich people or only the better society children get the good education. So there must be equity in the society. Second is the sustainability means continuity in the availability of opportunities. The resources must be used keeping in mind the future. Sustainability, in our daily life we use sustainability word in the area of environment. We should sustain our environment, but if we use sustainability in our human development report, the sustainability means getting equal education or getting equal opportunities throughout their life. For example, if we take example of girls education, so girls in the mostly in the rural areas get their education up to their secondary or up to their senior secondary education, but it should not be in the concept of human development. Sustainability says that each generation must ensure the availability of choices and opportunities to its future generations. So sustainability is the most important pillar for the human development index. Third is the productivity. Productivity here means human labor productivity or productivity in the terms of human work. The people who are the real wealth of the nation, therefore efforts to increase their knowledge or provide better health facilities ultimately leads to the better work efficiency. We all already know that if there are better education or better facility to the worker working in a factory, so there must be a better production take place. Fourth is the empowerment. Empowerment refers to the have power to make choices, and power to make choices is came from the better government, increasing freedom and the capability of the people, and greater good governance is always helpful in the making empowerment to the people. So these are the four pillars of the human development. Next our topic will be the approaches to human development. Approaches means methods by which we can increase our human development. There are basically four approaches by which we can increase the human development. First is the income approach, the welfare approach, the minimum needs approach, and the capabilities approach. We will discuss these one by one. Have a quick look at the table. First is the income approach. This is the one of the oldest approach to human development. Human development is seen as being linked to the income. It's a basic example. If there we have more money, we have more freedom to make choices. So income is directly related to the development. Second is the welfare approach. Welfare approach is always directly by the government. The people of the nation is always dependent on the government for their welfare or for their basic needs for education, health, on social secondary and amenities. People are not participants in the development but only a passive recipients. Means government will do certain policies or the programs for the welfare of the people. Third is the basic need approach. This approach was initially proposed by the International Labour Organization. They said that we don't want any extra money, we want only the basic need facilities for the people, and the basic need facilities are the health, education, food, water supply, sanitation, and the housing. So they said that by filling the basic needs capacity of the people, we can develop a nation. And fourth is the capability approach. This approach is proposed by the Amartya Sen. By providing good health, good education, and access to resources to the people, we can develop over the capability approach. So these are the approaches or the methods to develop the human development. Next our topic is the measuring human development. This we will do in our next